Hey YouTube, it's a loyal gamer. You've probably been wondering where I've been for the past month or so, and I've been pretty busy with stuff. You're probably wondering, well, what's going to happen to Portal 2 now, and the other two projects that I've started like last year that I still haven't gotten around to finishing, which would be Panzer Dragoon Saga and Arc the Lad Twilight of the Spirits. And to be honest, I've lost complete interest in this hobby. Uh, I really never thought that I would say those words, but fortunately, I woke up one day and I found out that I was actually finished with college. And with this amazing thing that I realized, I was just like, well, what do I do now? And, I didn't really get a reminder of what I'm supposed to do until I got, uh, loan, educational loan payments in the mail saying you owe this much money, pay us back for 10 years for your bachelor's degree. And I'm just like, well, shit, I need a really good job. And I landed one. It's a full-time job. It's a call center environment, which I really can't stand, but, I'm pretty good with voice and stuff, so I figured, well, it's something to pay back the loans or whatever, and, it's the people there are nice. So, really, it's just a job. It's a stepping stone job. I hope to achieve better, and I know I can do better, I just don't know where to go or what to do with my talents. But unfortunately, even though I still do have time to make YouTube videos, Let's Playing in general is just kind of like, I don't know, there's just so many things that happened over the past 4 years, and, it's kind of led me to a decision to basically find some other things to do that will actually get me money, rather than just kind of fooling around. Even though I take it very seriously, I've gained so many subscribers and friends from doing this hobby, and it kind of sucks to have to leave YouTube due to priorities and things of the adult life that have suddenly taken over. But unfortunately, that's just what happened. I woke up one day and I'm just like, I can't do YouTube anymore. I need to have more than $300 in my bank for once, and I'm trying to work my ass off to get cash because ever since I left college, there's been no real source of income for me, especially since I left my little part-time job. I used to be making bank while doing Let's Plays, on top of making money off of Let's Plays. Little Arizona sweet iced tea there. But, I'm sorry if I look like a little tired or frazzled. I've been doing a lot of workouts and stuff, so I'm pretty buff. Physical fitness is sort of like a thing that I do now. If you have a good body now, might as well enjoy it while it lasts, right? I'm going to take another sip. That was a good tea. Anyway, I will be pursuing a full-time job throughout the course of the summer. On top of that, I have a part-time apprenticeship at a local sound studio. Alright, pronounce it correctly the first time. This is basically a step in the direction of where I really want to go. But I'm really kind of afraid of this direction because it's... I don't know where it'll take me. I don't know if it'll be a stable job. I don't know if it'll be a whole lot of money. It's just, I need to go somewhere after the apprenticeship. I have to do something. with the experience. And it's just scary right now. Like, I'm taking a couple paths. You know, there's obviously barely any room for or YouTube at all now. I've stopped watching people's videos for like over 2 years. And I know that a lot of you guys, my fan base, have stopped watching my videos probably for a couple of years as well. And that's fine. Quite frankly, I don't expect anybody to watch my videos anymore, especially since, you know, I'm a terrible uploader. You know, not having not uploaded in a month without at least like having an update to let you guys know that I'm going to go on a temporary hiatus is just sort of like a dick move. And I really apologize for that, because it's not like me to do something like that, but I just had absolutely no motivation to upload this video, because quite frankly, I didn't really know how to break the news to you guys. And doing a hobby that's really important to you for 4 years, all of a sudden to be totally displaced by the adult world and the priorities that have to fill in, it's heartbreaking in a way, but in the other way, you know, it's not like I'm leaving much behind, because the community has changed so much. And quite frankly, I don't really like how the community is changing, but, you know, it's not like it's a huge problem, because if, I don't know, for some people it worked out, for others, like me, it didn't really work out, because my videos don't really hit the target population that the LPer community has now become. I mean, you're going to have to, I mean, if you're an LPer out there, your videos are going to have to be really high quality, but it's going to have to appeal to younger children, you know, and it's just kind of like, well, nothing wrong with that. I have absolutely no qualms with, you know, having that as a target population. I just don't really think that I could fit into that. You know, I don't really think I could like hedge myself into there to make myself something that I'm not, because I'm more into the I like to analyze video games, and it's not really that exciting to analyze video games in front of kids, because kids want to play the new shit as soon as it comes out, and, you know, they want fart jokes, or they want somebody shouting rape for every 5 seconds or whatever. You know, they want like loud slapstick comedy, so to speak, and I'm not loud and I'm not slapstick at all. I mean, I'm pretty much more like a Discovery Channel for Let's Plays, you know, just really calm commentary, and it's just like, now we're going to go over here into the shop and we're going to buy ourselves some potions. I mean, that's what I am, you know. I mean, there's no place for me in the LP community anymore. You know, especially with people like Tobuscus and, you know, people who are like really funny, and they're like really like making millions of hits like every day. And, you know, my videos, you know, if they're lucky, they're probably going to get around 500 to 1,000 views, which, not complaining and saying that it's bad, but when you have a fan base of almost 12,000 subscribers and you can barely get like only 1,000, it's just kind of like, well, you know, that ratio is kind of way off, and most of that is my fault, because I'm a lousy uploader and I upload games that apparently a lot of my people don't like. But, you know, I don't really regret any of the decisions that I made, except for probably doing Suikoden 3. Not saying that Suikoden 3 is a bad game, it just didn't jive well with me, and it was just way too time-consuming of a game, personally. I mean, I liked the game a lot. Would I play through it a second time? No. I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's just too long. Suikoden 1 and 2, I played through multiple times. The third one, no. Once is enough for me. I tried playing the fourth one, and it was just so drab. It was just like, I wasn't feeling it. I'll try to give it another shot. The fifth one looked really interesting, but it's just kind of like I don't have the time for it. 9 to 5 work, and it's like, well, I'm living in my own place now. I've got responsibilities, and I know that's really not a good excuse because there are LPers out there like Lucagen and Nintendo Capri Sun and Josh Jepson. They're all out on their own, and they're making money. I mean, hell, Lucagen actually has I mean, she's got a lot of stuff going for her, and here I am. Like, what makes me any different? It's just like, she does work. I mean, I do work too, but I don't know how she does it. But, I mean, she's running 2 channels too. I don't know how the hell she has time for that, but she's doing a really good job. So, maybe I need to take a page from Lucagen, because I just don't really know where to go from here, really. And I'm just rambling on, and I'm sorry if I'm wasting your time. You should probably go watch some other more interesting video than any of the crap that comes on my channel. But I've come to you guys with some propositions. Stuff that, I just want to get some ideas from you guys, because I know some of you really don't want to see this channel to die into obscurity. And I don't really want to see this channel die into obscurity either. So I have money right now. What I could do is I can buy a small prosumer camera. And what I can do is I can basically convert a Loyal Gamer to a vlog channel. I mean, it's not much. It's a very small step, into getting into the active scene again. Oh my god. I'm having throat problems all day, but, I mean, everybody's doing vlogs, and it's just kind of like, well, really, do you really have to step into, such a common, everybody does vlogs, period. I'm doing a vlog right now, technically, and it's just kind of like, well, the difference between doing this all the time and having a prosumer camera is that the prosumer camera is actually portable. So with the portable camera, I could show you a lot of interesting shit, and believe me, my life is very, very interesting. It may not have anything to do with video games anymore, because, to be honest, I've stopped playing video games for the most part, and I know you guys are probably going, oh my god, well, isn't that kind of misleading now? Like, you're a loyal gamer, and you're not going to do games anymore? Like, what the fuck, dude? But yeah, I haven't picked up my 3DS in about a half a year. I haven't turned on my PlayStation 3 in about a year. I don't remember the last time. I think my most recent new game that I bought was Pokemon White 2, and I didn't even play through it all the way because I was just sort of like, it just wasn't as good as the black and white versions. But, it's just kind of like, well, that kind of turned me off from gaming, and I was just kind of like, what the fuck? This was a disappointing sequel, and I know some of you guys are probably going to be like, well, hold up a minute. Like, that was like the best sequel ever to any Pokemon, period. And while I appreciate the concept, it was just kind of like, they could have done some things better, because it didn't really feel like a sequel at all. It just kind of felt like, hey, let's just hand out all the legendary and rare Pokemon in the beginning of the game so you can level them up and become indestructible towards the end. And it's just kind of like, well, I mean, that's kind of cool, but you just totally, like, there's no difficulty in the game. It's just so babied down that, I don't know, maybe you guys have different opinions, but I wasn't really impressed. And besides, like, the Pokemon I do have are so amazing, like, people are afraid to challenge me, so it's just like, well, why play it? Same thing with Guitar Hero and all of those other games I kind of mastered in the past. I just stopped doing them because nobody really challenges me anymore. Same thing with Smash, too. Even though, I know I got my ass kicked in Brawl by Chugga, and John. Well, John, I almost got John, but I got diabetes, which was pretty cool. And you know, it's just like, I reflect on those memories, and it's just like, well, you can't stop LPing now. I mean, you fucking beat diabetes at Brawl. That's just like amazing. You know, I mean, I went up against Chugga and Proton John, so it's just like, well, what the hell? Like, why are you going to stop LPing? Well, I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm better than anyone, but I had some pretty cool opportunities to hang out with people. And I've met, like, tons of people. I can't even make a list on the video because it would extend it by, like, another 10 minutes, and right now it's already 15. So I don't want to, like, waste your time with that. But I've met a lot of amazing people in this community. You know, I've played with plenty of people, and I'll probably keep playing with people into the future because Seattle is right around the corner. To be honest, I gotta make sure that I get tickets for that because I will be going to Prime. I'm probably not going to serve as, like, I'm probably not going to be involved with the Runaway Guys panel in any way, shape, or form. I was last time for initial recordings, and those recordings were pretty dodgy because I didn't really have a great camera. But, you know, there's better footage of that anyway. But yeah, I was one of the first people to upload the first Runaway Guys panel. And that was a really cool experience. I really enjoyed that. I think next year for Boston, I'm probably going to end up going to Boston, but I'm not so sure about MagFest, because to be honest, MagFest was kind of a drag. You know, with everybody being sick and all, it's just kind of like, ew, you know, and it had nothing really to do. Bet you guys didn't know I had soup. So, anyway, like I said before, you guys will now have the ultimate responsibility to determine what I will do with the future of this channel. If you guys, and I want you to say the truth now, because, in all honesty, if you guys don't want to see me anymore, that's fine. I completely understand, and I have no problems with you sharing your honest opinions. You know, if you're like one of those really critical subscribers who, you know, who doesn't want to see any more LPs from me, you know, but you have good critical reasons for it, then list the reason. I mean, I'm not going to dive right back into a hobby that I don't feel passionate for and continue to wreck, like, projects. Like, you know how Suikoden and 3 sort of progressed, where at first I was like, you know, I was all excited, and then after a while, I was like well into a year of, like, doing that game, it was just like, you know, I don't want to end up like that for Portal 2. Even though Portal 2 and Panzer are really short games, I don't want to end up doing that if I don't feel like I could have enough passion to go through the entire thing and entertain you guys in the process. I've seemed to have lost that link between having fun with the video game and making sure that you guys are completely satisfied with everything that I do. If I do decide to return to video games, I'm not sure if I'll do whole walkthroughs anymore. What I might do is I might do reviews, like in-depth reviews. Like maybe I'll record like playing the entire game, and then I'll just edit up all the scenes and just provide commentary that way, you know, and make the commentary like interesting. You know, just sort of doing game reviews. But then again, everybody else on here does game reviews. Like, I don't know, who was it, Pro Jared or whatever, like, he does game reviews, you know, and it seems like whoever that's new, who pops up to do game reviews, there seem like it automatically lumps you into this group where you're copying AVGM, or you're copying Spoony1, and it's just kind of like, well, that sucks because even though I love both of them, it's just kind of like I'm not copying them. I'm just trying to develop my own style. So, yeah. So, in terms of what I've been trying to do with this channel, I've been talking to several LPers. I've talked to Proton John, I've talked to Lucagen, I've talked to Sunkiss Journey on here. Some of you may know him as a Kilo variant, or like Kilo Reborn, Kilo XX14. He's been sort of giving me advice as to what to do. I've talked to Donabells about all of my future aspirations. Haven't really talked to anybody else other than that. Yeah, I've talked to Josh Jepson about several things, but you know, I'm just trying to really gauge on where I should continue going on from here, because you know, this channel's been up for over 4 years, and quite frankly, I hate to see it just all of a sudden just fold because I stopped like putting in effort. And it's usually not like me at all. Like, I have a stick-to-itiveness where I have to get something done. I have to get something done. I can't leave things unfinished. And, you know, just unfortunately, like, the passion for this hobby has sort of trickled out into nothing. And it's like, where do I go from here? So, to wrap up this exceedingly long video, looks like we're going to the 22-minute mark. I just want to know from you guys what the hell I should do with this channel. If you'd like to see any more videos from me, what would they be? If they're anything video game related, what do you want to see? Like, I'm interested in doing, like, maybe something like a channel like maybe Rowcow's. Like, I don't know if it was Rowcow or some other LPer, but they do everything that their fans tell them to do. And at first, in the beginning, I was just like, well, screw that, it's your channel. You know, nobody tells you what to do, you can do whatever the hell you want. But I found the hard way that, you know, things don't really work out like that. And you have to give your fan base some slack, because they're the ones telling you everything, and they're giving you the feedback. And I kind of screwed you guys over a few years ago. You know, I really feel like Suikoden 3 was like a mistake, because for me it was kind of like the start of the downfall of, it was too long, and I don't know, things were different after that. I'm not gonna, like, it's nobody's fault really. I don't know, but I keep looking back on that, and it's just kind of like, I think that was like the beginning of the end. So, you know, something told me that, you know, a few years back, if I only could have re-uploaded Metal Gear Solid 4 and made it better, and if I would have just stuck with like the Metal Gear theme, I probably would have become way more successful and accepted in the community, rather than doing games that, let's face it here, not a lot of us liked. And unfortunately, I found that out, you know, it was far too late, because now I'm starting to do games like Portal, and I'm starting to catch up with the times, and, you know, people are just kind of beyond me, you know, and there's so many other good people out there, you know, why continue to follow me, unless if you're like a loyal gamer fan, which I appreciate you if you really are, because you guys are awesome, and you're what, you know, keeps motivating me, just go through life, really. I mean, LPing has been a wonderful experience, and you know, I hate to let you guys down even further. So I think what I want to do, I'll tell you what, before any major purchasing decisions are made, go ahead, go down in the comments and write whatever you'd like to see on my channel, and I will do anything in my power. I will muster up the remaining charisma that I have to deliver something, because that's my job as a producer. Even though I'm not like a professional, like, industry standard producer. Who knows? Maybe one day I will. And that would be pretty fucking amazing. But, you know, I need connections, and I need to get out of Buffalo for starters. But anyway, don't pay attention to my dirty room. I like how my hand completely covers up the bed there. And just write something. Until then, this is a Lil Gamer signing out. Down but not completely out. And I will see you guys later. Thanks.